Hey viewers and viewers, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to some more indie horror on the channel. Now I've actually, I think, briefly mentioned this game already when I was playing that Gondolier's Fugue short indie horror game not too long ago. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a lakeside walk in the Dolomites, an interesting sort of horror that's set in the Dolomite Mountains in Italy, which I think the Dolomites, I think they're in northern Italy, are they? I believe, somewhere towards the Italian north, if I remember correctly, if my knowledge of Italian geography is serving me correctly and all that. But yeah, as I actually mentioned when I was playing the Gondolier's Fugue, I was on itch.io recently and I found quite a few of these horror games that have Italian settings. Apparently there was like a game jam not too long ago called the Spaghetti Jam, something like that, which is I think basically a lot of Italian developers creating various little titles over however many days it was, and this was possibly one of them. Possibly, I say possibly, I can't remember for sure. But yeah, so I found a few of these games basically that have this sort of Italian setting, and the Gondolier's Fugue was one of them. This is another. There's another one that I want to play at some point, Cucina Stellata, Starred Cuisine, which I think should be quite interesting as well. But this one, I believe, is also another sort of walking sim type of horror, where it's more about the atmosphere, I believe. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us go for a nice pleasant lakeside walk in the Dolomites, in the Dolomite Mountains, because why the heck not? That is dark back over there. Well, thank you for the fireflies lighting this area up, and the lights as well. Alleghe Alli. I guess mountain in 1,000 metres, I guess? Or maybe the mountain is 1,000, no, I don't know. Who knows? There is straight path at the moment. Who's hooting? An owl? Yeah, I've been watching a lot of shorts on YouTube recently, Owlcore. Just little short videos of owls being funny. Owls are actually probably, yeah, I'd probably say they're one of my favourite animals. I should actually look at my controls. So there's no crouch, definitely no sprint, whoop, definitely no jump. Okay, it's just an electrical fault, don't you worry about it. Sure, it happens all the time on these old mountain pathways and all. Ooh, I see the lights in the distance. Now, is that a village, or is that where our path is ultimately going to go? Oh, there's a little dock. Yeah, it's just the Dolomites, are they close by any chance to Lake Garda? Sort of the Italian lakes area, because I know members of my family, namely my old folks, they've been to Italy before, and they've been to sort of the Lake Garda area. I could have sworn they said something about the Dolomites, so I'm assuming they're close-ish to one another, or at least not too far away. There's little boats. Can we read anything on here? Ooh, we can. Okay. Oh shoot. I wonder if I could have looked at anything on that previous signboard that was way back. Welcome to Alleghe. Alleghe, known as Ali, I'm just trying to pronounce them in Italian accent, I don't know if I'm actually getting that right. In the local dialect, is a small Venetian town with 1,087 inhabitants nestled among the spectacular peaks of the Dolomites. Its most distinctive feature is the picturesque lake, formed in 1771 following a landslide that detached from Mount Pis, a modest peak on the right bank of the Cordovole River. The massive debris buried 3 villages, forever altering the landscape. Despite its tragic origin, the lake is now the beating heart of local tourism. Its crystal clear waters reflect the towering walls of Mount Civetta, attracting visitors from around the world, from skiing enthusiasts to hikers in pursuit of breathtaking views. Okay, good bit of context and all that. Do you want to try reading out the Italian? Alleghe, conosciuto come Ali nel dialetto locale. That's the extent of my Italian, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm wondering, should I double back to that other notice board in case there was anything on there that I could have read? Problem is there's no sprint, so it'll take us a minute or two to get back over there. Screw it. Oh! There's actually a swimming bird. Ducky. Come hither. Oh, what's this? Can I read that? Yes, I can. August 14th, 2025. 45th annual night run around Alleghe's Lake. Okay. Oh. It's a mallard. I don't have any bread for you. Are you a demon mallard? Are you going to attack me? No? Okay. We'll leave you to do your thing then, Mr. Mallard. I can do that too. Another electrical fault? Oh, what the? Oh. Well, Mr. Mallard can no longer be fed because apparently he has been used to feed something else in the lake, given that he's disappeared very, very quickly. Okay. See, that gives us reason to be concerned, because now we know there's something possibly dangerous within the water. You know, flickering lights could just be an electrical fault. There's a rational explanation for it. Then again, there could be a rational explanation for Duck disappearing from lake. Either he flew off very quickly, or maybe there's just a... I hear that. Something moving in the undergrowth. So I hear you. Yeah, I don't know if this game has anything supernatural, or if maybe there's like a sort of unearthly kind of horror explanation to it, or something is moving through the undergrowth. Lift your logs out. Okay. Whoa! Oh, okay, it's just a deer. Don't worry about it. Must have been that loud piano music that must have spooked him. That piano chord. And ding! Like that. Oh, I've got another notice board. And, ooh, a seating area. Okay. Gosh. You know, I've started using OBS recently to record quite a few things on the channel, and I just... so much better sometimes than using Bandicam. Bandicam is good, but... I don't know, sometimes I find with Bandicam, it like... I don't know if it's because it's using a lot of, I don't know, memory or RAM or what, but sometimes it causes games to have very choppy frame rates, whereas OBS not so much. Alege is a perfect getaway for those seeking nature, sports and recreation. The town offers a wide range of activities, running events, modern ski lifts and entertainment for both adults and children. In summer, its lake takes on a something, redacted, where fishermen's rowboats and pedal boats create a charming atmosphere. During the warmer months, the weekly Lakeside market draws tourists, offering local products and handicrafts. I don't actually know if this place is actually real, or if it's entirely fictitious for the sake of this game. If it's real, then is this game basically just the Alege Tourist Board trying to advertise their town on itch.io? What's this? I knew there'd be something on one of these. August 16th, 2025, Alege Lakeside Boat Light Show with fireworks. Okay. Fireworks show. Cool, cool. Can I go into the darkness? No, I can't. Invisible wall. Well, never mind. No matter. So far the jump scares or like the creepy moments haven't been hugely creepy. I'm sort of wondering, you know, how's it going to escalate from here? Where's it going to go? So far, the only hint of something that could be malicious was just the duck disappearing, but even then there could be a rational explanation. It's like a friggin' aggressive fish in the water, a pike or something, you never know. Random boat with light on it. Someone was here. Earlier, at least. Who's behind me? Oh. Nobody? Okay, you've done the whole flickering light thing about 3 times now. Oh. It's just the ghost children. They're just playing on the swing set. Don't worry about it. Ladies and gentlemen, there looks like there's a note on this bench. What's this? Splash party, seasonal closure, Alleghe Piani de Pezze, live music, food and drinks. Well, we're getting a lot of advertisements for events going on in the local area. Well, that's definitely got to be a ghost or something. Because this one here, even though it's broken, if there was a wind that, you know, sufficient to stir this thing, then that would be swinging about as well. But it ain't. It's a ghost child. Oh, is this 2 different notes? 2 separate notes? Or is it all one? Towards a sustainable balance, it is regrettable to acknowledge how Alege and its surrounding villages have become primarily tourist destinations, despite possessing the resources to foster a thriving economy. Local traditions such as woodworking, wrought iron craftsmanship and gastronomy have almost disappeared, leading to a cultural impoverishment of the area. Although tourism has brought wealth, it is also reshaping the town's original identity. It is crucial to find a balance between tourism development, the preservation of traditions, and the environment to ensure a sustainable and prosperous future. Okay, and what about this one? The mysteries of Alege, the Lake of Shadows, the chilling disappearances of... Okay, here we go. Here's something that now gives us a reason to be concerned. Despite its timeless charm, Alege became infamous between the 1930s and 1940s, and once again in the 80s, due to a series of mysterious disappearances. Although the exact circumstances remain uncertain, it is believed that these events occurred near Lake Alege, as the last traces of the victims were discovered in its close proximity. Can you not breathe over my shoulder, please? Ghost. Just trying to read, you know. I'll get to you in a second. The missing individuals included men, women, young people and adults, all vanishing without trace in a phenomenon that seems to repeat itself cyclically over the decades. These occurrences, now collectively referred to as the Mysteries of Alege, have inspired numerous books attempting to shed light on what happened, but without ever solving the enigma. Even the film industry has turned its attention to these events, bringing the chilling stories of Alege to the big screen. The lake is often portrayed as a symbol of a dark secret, one that has never been uncovered. The eerie aura that still lingers over Alege continues to fuel its mysterious allure, drawing those fascinated by the unknown to its waters. Who's behind me? Oh, okay. The ghost just moved on. They were like, okay, you know what? I won't be impolite. This guy's reading. We'll leave him alone. Okay, so is there something in the lake? Is that what you're hinting at me? I doubt we're going to get chased at any point, because there's no sprint or anything by the looks of it. So it's probably not going to be that kind of game. But you know, having some strange breathing sound in the background. Ugh. Is a ghost freaking taking a piss in the woods? That's what it fucking sounds like. Get out of here. I don't like the musical change. Oh, hello. Who are you, sir? Oh. You going off on the side there? Hey, wait for me. I'm coming. We're going up the hiking trail? Oh, I guess the rest of the path is blocked. Well, we're going into the darkness. Why the hell not? Oh, we have a torch. Good to know. It's turning into Slender all of a sudden, walking through the woods. Okay, there's a little bit of creepy atmosphere to this. Sort of enjoying it, you know. The first few scares were not really creepy. They were momentarily surprising, but not much else. It's just birds. Don't worry about it. I'm sure they're definitely not flying away from something that disturbed them. Some horrible predatory thing. Yeah, hooting again. Oh. Uh-oh. Who left the backpack? Was it the guy we saw earlier? Did he leave a newspaper as well? Il Corriere del Civetta. It's probably like the Civetta Courier or something. Belluno, February 14th, 1981. Huh. It's actually quite an old newspaper. Families of the victims want the truth. Alege and the mystery of the disappearances. For over 6 months, the small community of Alege has been shaken by a series of mysterious disappearances. 5 people, including 3 young women and 2 adults, have vanished without a trace. The case has sparked growing unease, bringing back memories of similar events in the 1930s and 40s. At that time, a series of disappearances, affecting at least 7 people, remained unsolved, with investigations quickly dismissed due to lack of evidence. Some witnesses spoke of something, presences, ever confirmed. Today history seems to be repeating itself. Local authorities have intensified their search efforts, but no concrete leads have emerged. More than 40 years have passed, but the scars left by the past disappearances are still fresh in our community's memory, says Elder Tony, Mayor of Alege. The families of the victims refuse to remain silent. With a determination reminiscent of past decades, they're insisting on a resolution to the case. Authorities have vowed to remain watchful, yet growing fears suggest the town may be facing another wave of mysterious disappearances. The case, recently reopened, remains a priority for local police, yet answers still seem out of reach. With each day that passes without answers, the mysteries of Alege grow ever deeper, stirring suspicions and giving rise to shadowy theories. Okay, so cyclical weirdness. It happens again and again, every so often. It's like Victor Toombs out of the X Factor. Okay, luckily, I thought my torch had failed. Sorry, that's a reference that some of you may get and some of you may not. Victor Toombs was a monster in the X-Files. Not that I've ever watched the X-Files, though I do want to at some point, but he's like an iconic one. He's like a weird sort of mutant guy who, spoilers. Sorry, I say spoilers, it's from a show from the friggin' 1990s. So, you've had plenty of time to watch it. But in essence, he's like a monster who sort of like wakes up every so often and then hunts people down. Like a cyclical thing, you know? A cycle and all that. Who's in the hut? Well, there's a coffin and a load of firewood. Lovely jubbly. Can I go back over here, please? Can I go around the back of this? Oh my god, I might be able to. If you can keep down the whispers, please. My vampire friend. That'd be very nice. Some of us are just trying to have a nice stroll. Oh. Just a sharp wind. That's all it is. Don't you be worrying, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the vampire at? The lake vampire? Or is it necessarily a creature in the lake? Is it a creature in the woods? Who knows? Interesting, it says it's like 1930s and 40s when it last happened. Not any time before that, so who knows? Uh-oh. Who left this here? April 6, 2025. Still no leads. Investigating the recent disappearances, I've uncovered documents and testimonies linking these events to similar cases from the 30s and the 80s. The missing individuals seem to have vanished into thin air. No bodies have ever resurfaced, no traces have ever been found. And this has been struck through. Local whispers tell of an ancient something bound to the lake. Sacrifice something, yet the elders remain silent. Something reveal more. Elio R., a local fisherman interviewed in 1932, claimed to have witnessed a faceless figure rise from the water moments before an inexplicable wave capsized his boat. An old local chronicle recounts that the mother of B. Padellin, a young man who vanished in 1980, swore she heard knocking at the door 3 days after his disappearance. When she opened it, she found only wet footprints on the floor. Oh, gosh, sorry. A bit of gas coming up from my cup of tea I had a moment ago. Hypotheses. The lake might conceal geological dangers such as sudden backflows or whirlpools, but could nature really be selective in choosing its victims? And why do no bodies ever resurface? Could missing individuals have desperately tried to escape from an isolated, lonely and mentally stifling town? Some parish records mention strange events occurring near the lake in past centuries. Never mind what I was just saying a moment ago, it turns out there are. Older records, they speak of bodies never something occult worshipping the or something in the water. Could there be a something recent disappearances? Okay. Something in the water. That's probably where it's going. So there probably is a supernatural thing going on here then, in this game, possibly. Who's rumbling out there? So the person we saw before, is that the person leaving the newspaper who had the backpack and all that? Sure. Well, let us head further onward. Hey now. Well, my torch has gone. Great. It's always a good sign in these kind of games, isn't it? Oh. Or are we going left or right? Let's go left. Oh, what? Ooh. Never mind. We're not going that way, and it is very dark over that way. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is where the monster gets us. Well, just keep walking. Yeah, you can't really see much. Oh! What the? Never mind, it's not supernatural, it's a fucking UFO. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting aliens to be a thing, but sure. What am I looking at? Well, there's bodies, alright. Huh! Okay, well, you mean you subverted my expectations? Not gonna lie. I wasn't expecting frigging aliens. I was expecting something super... Nah. I can't move. What? Oh god, I'm going up. Okay, well... Take my body, people from another universe. Another planet. I'm ready. My butt is ready. For your scientific research. No. Is that where it ends then? What? Oh. What? Wait, what? they just fucking eject me into space? Or is this just a camera angle? Oh no, we're just warping to an alien planet. Wow. Well, consider this a PSA, ladies and gentlemen. When you're, going on holiday to Italy, if you're going to North Italy to go to the Dolomites, do just be careful. Oh, it was the Spaghetti Invasion, the game Jam. Yeah, this was made for that one then. Sorry, yeah, I couldn't remember at the start. Yeah, as I was saying, this is a good PSA. Beware of aliens in Italy, ladies and gentlemen. They might abduct you, take you into outer space, and do all kinds of terrible things to you. Well, that was, I liked that. It was pretty fun. Like I said, some of the early scares, they're startling but not really scary. But as it went along, it definitely got more and more creepy. So it was a bit of a slow burner, considering that it was only a short game anyway. But yeah, I like that overall. I mean, it played fairly smoothly. It was pretty basic gameplay-wise. Like I say, walking sim with, a bit of note reading and all that. Nothing particularly special on that front. But graphics were fine. They look pretty enough in this, this Unity engine. And it definitely subverted my expectations. I was expecting Supernatural, but actually no, it was Aliens. So, sure, I enjoyed it overall. Good job there, devs. Alright, well, I'll wrap up here then in that case, and hope you'll join me sometime soon for a bit more indie horror and all that. So I may see if I can get a bit of time today to record a little bit more, at least one more, who knows. Social media links, propagandist channel link, etc, down in the video description as usual. If you enjoyed, a like is always appreciated. But on that, I'll see you for some more horror sometime soon. Goodbye, everybody. Felt like I might have done, but can't quite tell. No, he's here. He's here. I hear him. There he is. Oh shit, what the hell? I just got turned around. The fuck? Oh god, that's bad. I'll take that off for now. Reload. Right, he's behind me. He's behind me. We are going to need to find health replenishment items. Shit. Right. Oh. Crap. That's bad. Take that off. Keep going, like this. Cut corners so he can't get to me. You behind me again? Oh, you are. Jesus. Take that off.